Hey guys, let's talk. Let's talk about 2PM. Let's talk about 2PM and Jaywalker, or J Park, or J, or whatever you want to call him. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I just never did, and I guess this is kind of overdue and late, and I'll probably get a lot of haters for this video, but I'm just going to speak my mind and how I feel. So, here it goes. Please don't hate me. When 2PM came out, I'll start from the beginning. When they came out, I was a huge fan of 2PM. I loved 2PM. I lived and breathed 2PM. I watched every single episode of Idol Army, and I watched every single episode of Wild Bunny. I watched everything they went on. I watched everything they did. I was obsessed. And I love 2PM. They were they were soon becoming my favorite group. I just thought they were so different. Like, there was no other group like them. They were, like, tough and cool, and, like, the way they, incorporated, like, b-boying into their stuff, like, their dancing was different. Nobody else, no other boy groups out there, like, did that kind of stuff, and their music was new and fresh, and it was interesting, and they were all so cute and funny. Like, you've never really seen a group, show that side of them, really. And I thought that was so cool. That was one of the things I loved about them, was because they were just so goofy and they were silly and cute, and they just didn't care about their image. You know, they just were themselves, and I loved them for that. And I was a huge fan. And Chaebol was my favorite in the group. He was my favorite. I also really liked Chansung and Tech. And I loved all the guys. I really did. There was not one guy in the group that I didn't like, but they were my three favorites. So, the thing that I really wanted to talk about is, you know, the group before and after Jay's departure. And I'm not going to get into why he left or whose fault it is or any of that stuff. I'm just going to talk about the difference in the group and what has changed since he left. And I really think that things haven't been the same at all since he left, and I don't think they ever will be. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I mean, change is good, but when Jay was in 2PM, it was different. Their style was different, the feel was different, the whole group was just different. I mean, if you listen to their first album and again, and then you listen to their albums after Jay left, it's completely different. And I just don't like them as much as I used to before Jay left. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm not hating on them. I'm not, like, saying I want them to fail. I love them. You know, I want them to succeed. But I just don't think that they will. Jay was the driving force in the group, and I don't know, he was the mood setter. I don't know what you want to call it, but, and I'm not saying that their style changed because he changed and he left. I'm just saying that their style, like, when they first came out with Heartbeat, I was like, what is going on? Okay, what is with the weird hairdo? What is with the makeup? I don't like this. This is not the 2PM that I know. The cool 2PM with the short, like, manly haircuts with, you know, very minimal makeup and, you know, the beastly idol image. You know, what happened to that? I'm sorry. And those weird suits, I'm not blaming that on 2PM. I'm just saying their stylists were, like, on crack or something. And, like, ever since then, like, you know, the makeup, like, when they came out with I'll Be Back, I was like, oh, sweet, you know, they're bringing back the b-boying, like, sort of effect, the breakdancing kind of thing that they had before, and then they showed the music video, and they got all kinds of eyeshadow on them. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, okay, I know Jay's gone, but, and you wanted to do this brooding, kind of angsty, like, dark concept, like, okay, I get that. Like, I don't get why K-pop groups constantly feel the need to change their concept. You know, like, why? There's no reason to change it. If it works, then keep it. You know, like how all the girl groups are going to this, like, sexy theme, you know, like, innocent and sexy, like, you know, like, 2PM was great the way they were. And, I don't know, I feel like they, like, I don't know, they felt like they had to change the group image because Jay was gone, and it's like, they have to somehow compensate for him not being there. But, I mean, just because Jay's not there doesn't mean they have to change their whole style. Like, I think at the 10 out of 10 video. It was so fun, so like just so fun. And now their videos now are just that like not fun. And they're just wearing makeup and it's not 2 p.m. Like, what happened to the old 2 p.m.? That's what I want to say. Please bring back the old 2 p.m. J or no J. I miss the old 2 p.m. I'm not saying that they're not funny anymore and that they don't joke around. It's just the old feeling isn't there for me personally. I'm not saying that I don't want them to succeed. I just don't think that they will be able to achieve what they could have with. I don't want to base it all on Jay though. Like, I don't know. I just think the group as a whole, it's just, you know, Jay gone, their style changing, and I don't know. It's not good. And I don't like it. I mean, I loved their first album. Their first album was, I loved it. I listened to it on repeat all the time. And I'll Be Back Without You, like, it all sounds the same to me. It doesn't have that new, like, concept, that new feel. It sounds the same to me. And like I said, I'm not blaming on this on 2 p.m. or anything. And I'm not hating on 2 p.m., so please don't hate on me. I mean, I like them all. All the guys in the group are great. I'm just saying, I just really miss the old 2 p.m. Can I get, you know, an amen, please? Who doesn't miss the old 2 p.m.? And how it was with Jay and, like, Idol Army and Wild Bunny, just, when I think of those episodes, it just makes me miss it. And, you know, I just wanted to say that I missed it. And, you know, even though I know things can never be the same, it's just sad because they really, really had something special. And I think that it's just sad that they had to lose that. And I just don't think it'll ever be the same, or they'll ever be the greatest group that they can be. I don't know if I'm making sense here. I'm probably not making any sense, and I'm sorry if I'm not. But I just wanted to say that, you know, I love Jay, I love 2 p.m., the guys, but as the group, with the music and stuff, it's not my cup of tea, I guess. I liked their old style better. Not the makeup and, you know, angsty piano music and all that kind of stuff. It just wasn't 2 p.m. 2 p.m. for me was the charismatic, beastly idols that had fun and didn't care about their image and were goofy, and their music videos were fun, and they didn't wear makeup, and they were really good dancers, and my stomach. Okay, I'm gonna cut this short. I have to go eat. But I've been wanting to make a video blog talking about K-pop, and I hope you guys will like it. I can talk about other K-pop groups and singers if you want. If not, and you probably are going to hate me after saying this stuff about 2 p.m., but that's just how I feel. And I want them all to succeed, Jay and 2 p.m. fighting. I just wanted to get that off my chest because that's how I feel about the whole thing. And yeah, I just think the whole thing's a huge shame, and I wish they could go back to the way they were, but it's just not gonna happen. So yeah, I don't know if this was a good video vlog or not. It's really long, so I'm gonna stop recording, but peace, kisses, and yeah, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. And Jay, love you guys.